Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lana and today I will be doing the could do better tag. Now, important information, my glasses are away from me. I'm getting new lenses installed into them because it's been like over 3 years and the glass is all scratched up and everything, so I'm just updating the lenses. So I'm stuck without my glasses for about a week. Everything is a little blurry and it's not that bad. My eyesight is not that bad. It's -3. I'm not like walking into walls or anything, but even now looking at this, what is it, screen finder, I can just see the outline. I have no idea if I'm in focus. So if I'm not in focus, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I do have my sister's glasses, which are not as strong as I would need them to be, and but they are helping me out a little bit. So let me just check. Yep, I'm in focus. Okay, so I was tagged by Milena to do this tag. It's all about covers, ugly covers, and part of me was just like, yes, I feel like I'm a very judgmental person, so I will have a wonderful time judging covers. But then I thought I cannot possibly judge all the covers in the world, so I will just judge those that are on my shelves on Goodreads. But then that proved to be too big of a list, so I decided to just use the books that I own physically in my home for this. And it was actually really hard because I don't own many ugly books, which I guess is a good thing. So question number 1, say you don't spray it cover with the most offensive use of type. I've decided to go for Speaking Shakespeare by Patsy Rottenberg. I don't like particularly mind this cover. I just feel like, why is speaking after Shakespeare and why is it angled a different way? And I feel like if you just look at the cover, you will not automatically read the title of the book, if that makes sense. Isn't that what covers are supposed to do? You see it and you recognize it, but you see it and you're like, Shakespeare speaking, what? So I'm gonna go for this one. Question number 2, she's serving Reese's Book Club, cover with the most commercial book club energy. Now, I don't have a lot of those, but I do have 2 books here. One was actually, I'm pretty sure it was on the Reese's Book Club, Little Fires Everywhere. I mean, I love this cover, it's so pretty. But then I also found Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, and I feel like this also is a very commercial cover. It's very minimalistic, it's bright, and it also has matches, and this one has matches. I feel like matches is an element that I've been seeing a lot, and it works. Like if I see a match on a book, it's more intriguing for some reason. So I don't know if this works as an answer because I do like both of these covers. I think they're beautiful, so I'm not really judging them. Am I still in focus? Yeah. Question number 3, yes girl, give us nothing. Cover with seemingly no energy put into it. First one is Franny and Zoe. This was very kindly sent to me by Kieran. I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of different editions of Franny and Zoe that have nothing on their cover, and I don't know what kind of marketing it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure this book doesn't need a marketing strategy. It's a classic, everyone knows about it. I don't know what this book is about, so having absolutely nothing on the cover is giving me no clue as to what the insides are about. And there's nothing in the back as well, so I kind of like it because it adds to the intrigue, but also I don't know in what kind of mood I should be in to pick this up, if that makes sense. Next one is a play by Gribayedov. What is it translated into? This is in English, Woe from Wit, and it's a very funny play. I highly recommend it. And this edition, this was published in 1971. What is this? The insides are great. There are a lot of illustrations that are really cute and lovely. Look at this. Also, like, this is a mood. And I almost feel like if the cover had absolutely nothing except the title, it would have been better, because I'm not sure what vibes this is giving me, but it's definitely not giving me the right kind of vibe knowing the play that's inside, if that makes sense. Question number 4, a face only a mother could love. Cover that is so hideous, but the book is so good you can't help but keep it around. I honestly couldn't really find any hideous covers that I would have, especially of books that I really love. There are not a lot of books that I really love, and those that I do love have like good covers, not necessarily the most beautiful covers, but not hideous covers. But I decided to go with this edition of Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams. This is a Russian edition, and they have a lot of classics that pretty much look the same. I think the pictures are different, but otherwise they're all the same. And I hate it so much because it's a kind of hardcover, which is like in between a hardcover and a paperback, because it's like bendy. It's not very like hard material, but it looks like a hardcover. It's wider than a normal mass market paperback, so it doesn't fit with those on the shelf. And even though like inside it's beautiful, the quality of the paper and the way it's printed, it's wonderfully done, but I just don't like the red with the white. And like one of the ways that I organize my shelves is by color, and like where do you put this one? It doesn't fit with the whites, it doesn't fit with the reds. I hate when the spine has different colors in it. But also I'm not a fan of these images. I feel like they are not helpful at all. Another one that is not, it's not hideous. It's not hideous by any means, but I just don't like it. I'm out of focus again. Oh yes. I mean, I could just keep these glasses on, but I get a headache because they're not the right prescription for me. So the book that I want to mention is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I just don't get the stag, and even though I appreciate the color, I also don't really like it. This is the edition of the series that has different animals on the cover, and I just don't understand why they're there. I don't remember a stag being a big part of the book, and I just don't like this. The other edition of the series, which has this like medieval historical fiction fantasy look to it, I think is much better. Even though that one some would say is cliche, I appreciate it being true to the insides of the book, if that makes sense. Question number 5, take one thing off before leaving the house. Cover that could use one less element. I'm gonna go with the Hunger Games. So I have this edition of the books. I don't know where the third book is. It's somewhere. I'm not gonna go look for it. I feel like if I knew nothing about the series, if I were just picking books based on covers, these covers would not appeal to me at all. Here are the elements that I hate. I don't like the font. I don't like that there are little people in here. It makes it look like a young adult detective series or something, with a lot of shooting, with like the blood spatter and everything. Then there is this emblem, which I also don't like. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like it. I like the bird, but does the cover need like the background smears? I don't know. I feel like this with the bird would be enough without this weird symbol, and the fact that they kept the same style and just changed the color was not helpful, because I hate the combination of like orangey yellow with black. I don't know what it's about, but I don't like it. And like again, the symbol is just not helping me at all. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Question number 6, Hyper Beast. Cover that is clearly going for all the trends at the same time. I don't own enough books in a lot of different genres to find a book that would fit this one. But if we're talking about trends, one that I noticed on some of the books is a person walking away. I mean, I definitely see why they do it, and it's less risky than putting an actual face on the cover. But yeah, it's just something that I noticed in my books. I have the Ken Follett, the Modigliani Scandal with a guy walking away. I have The Stranger's Child with 3 people running away. This one is a beautiful cover, by the way. It's so gorgeous. And then I have Us Against You, which is the sequel to Beartown, with a girl walking away. This is The Word is Murder by Anthony Horowitz, and I thought these were people who are walking away, but they're actually working towards us. We just can't see their faces. So maybe this doesn't work. Apparently I don't own many books that I don't like the covers of, which is good news, I guess. When we talk about covers, what I want the covers to do is tell me what genre they are. I remember being sort of upset when I read Frankly in Love by David Yoon, because this was very much marketed as a YA romance, and the cover, by the way, I love the font here, the way it looks. This is partly why I wanted to own this book, why I bought it, because I really like the cover. It's not really a YA romance. It has a romance in it, but it's much more about the main character's relationship with his parents and his culture, and it was much more hard-hitting than I was expecting, and the romance component was way too small. And that kind of upset me, because when I pick up a book I want to know what I'm picking up, because I'm a mood reader. So when I'm in a mood for a romance, when I'm craving romance and you market a book as a romance, I will read it expecting it to satisfy that craving, and when it doesn't do it, I will be upset and I will be disappointed with the book and give it a lower rating, which is not fair to the author. And another thing that I really hate, when it's a classic and the image on the cover does not correspond to the time period the book is set in. That really infuriates me so much. There are countless editions of like Jane Austen novels that show images on the cover of a very different time period, which makes no sense and infuriates me. Milena actually talked about this collection in her video, but I just want to talk about it again. The Wordsworth classics, and the Wordsworth collection of classics that I like is this one. I'm not sure what it's called. I like it because it's not a small book. I like that it's floppy, and I like the fact that it's mostly blue, and the pictures that I've seen on other novels, they suit the content of the books. But the one that I cannot stand is the one that has like the black cover, because there are lots of images that they use for books that look like very badly photoshopped images, like very badly photoshopped. And I'm gonna put some examples here. And like, to do this kind of bad work takes effort and time, and someone signed off on these. Like, this is very much not the scenario of too little effort. Like, there's a lot of effort to Photoshop this badly, but why would you do this? This is my tea on the covers that I own. I'm going to tag some people in the description below. Do you agree with me on any of these? Let me know, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully this video was not out of focus, because yikes. Anyway, goodbye.